Welcome all, Man vs. Game is back with Danny Sullivan's Indy Heat for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I am your host and expert driver, Trevor Riley, and I will be doing a playthrough of this entire game, and hopefully I will get as many points as possible. I've maxed out at 1,004. We will see how we go and see how this plays out after we input the MvG. I always like to call Danny Sullivan's Indy Heat the game of pit stop manipulation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I will try to input some information to you as well. Western Canada. This game was actually ported from an arcade game called Indy Heat, I believe. It may or may not have had the Danny Sullivan on there, but Danny Sullivan's Indy Heat it is. And Western Canada is actually listed as Vancouver in the arcade version. Thus, let's go ahead and get after this race. And here we go. Should win this one pretty easily. 12 losses and you're out. So you either win, or if you don't win, you have to go ahead and use continues after 3 times. Yeah. And here we go. Alright, now we'll go ahead and short pit and go ahead and bring this on home. 20 points, $100,000, fake dollars. And we'll do a little shortcut there through the pits to win the race. 20 points, $100,000, 119 miles an hour, the average speed. Not great, not terrible. A win, on to the next one. MvG, top step. Now, next we have New Jersey, one of my favorite tracks as well. This is actually the Meadowlands circuit, which is no longer a thing. Looking through the options that you can choose, you've got turbos, you start with 60. I buy them as necessary. Brakes, those are normally the last ones that I purchase. Tires, crew, it was very important to me. Miles per gallon, we will go ahead and buy one of those. And we'll get another engine upgrade for our beautiful red dream machine, if you will. So let's just go ahead and try to beat Danny Sullivan at his own game again, if you will. And as you can see, you can also bump a guy out of the pits and it will go ahead and mess up his strategy for the entire race. And hopefully I've just gone ahead and done that, so we will go ahead and hopefully bring this on home. Okay, another short pit. You do want to get out of the pits early. A is to accelerate. There's no brake button. If you just let off the accelerator, you will go ahead and brake. But if you do want to short pit, go ahead and press B while in the pits, and that will go ahead and get you out of the pits quicker. And if you want to ram into the guy in front of you, you can go ahead and knock him out of his pit box as well. He doesn't get to stay in the pits as long as he wants, doesn't get all of the necessary care and love and what have you that his car needs, and you are more likely to win the race. Again, we'll go engine and miles per gallon here to increase that fuel economy. And here we are at the Southern California circuit. In the arcade game, this is known as Long Beach, and these are all actual tracks from the IndyCar series from back in, I believe the copyright on this game is 1992, so maybe the 1991 season? Not entirely sure. However, we will just continue to go ahead and see if we can win championship after championship against the immortal and great 1985 spin and win Indy 500 champion Danny Sullivan. But again, 3 for 3, 43.2 seconds. They wanted us to pit. We don't need to pit. Again, the game of pit stop manipulation. So there we are, 60 points at the top step. Danny Sullivan, 48. If you finish anywhere below second in this game, you are pretty awful. So don't do that. I finished third once, but there is a glitch at the Ohio track, and I hope that comes to fruition during this playthrough as well. Next race is at Michigan, the old... I don't believe this is Belle Isle. I believe this is the old street circuit through the streets of good old Detroit. Michigan is my home state, for good, bad, and otherwise. This is coming to you live, but actually when you see it, it will be coming to you taped from the Roseville, Michigan. So we'll go ahead and pit. And hopefully beat Danny Sullivan at his own game again. Or go ahead and do that. And not purposely make it interesting, but see if we can go ahead and bring this home. Getting a little dicey. Sullivan catching up. I'm running out of fuel. Thank God I had some turbos in there. Go ahead and finish this off. 20 points. Another 100 grand. 140 miles an hour. 4 races. 4 victories. On we go. It's funny, this next race is Illinois. The previous 4 races were 5 laps each. This one is 8. And it's funny that this track is called Illinois because actually the track is Pocono, and in the arcade game that this game was ported off of again, this track is the Great Tricky Triangle from Long Pond, Pennsylvania. The great Pocono track that everyone knows and loves. Go ahead and pit and hopefully bring this home. In and out. Alright, out the way, pal. There we go. 2 laps to go. Let's make it 5 of 5 here. Don't burn any excess turbos that we don't need to. Bang. Another MvG victory for you in Illinois, aka Pocono, Pennsylvania. Again, why it's called Illinois, I'm not quite sure. Maybe fans of Chicago or what have you. Michael Jordan and such. Scottie Pippen. The great Dennis Rodman to be. Hell, maybe Dave Corzine, who knows, who cares. Anyway, the next race here is the dreaded Ohio. Again, I've had a glitch at this track from time to time. It doesn't count a lap for some reason, but we'll see if it plays out. I'll let you know if something this happens, but we'll just keep racing here. We'll just try to make it on the one stop on the first lap there and see if we can make this pay off. This is actually the Cleveland track, I believe. I don't believe it was an airport circuit, but I feel like it might have been an airport circuit. I guess there was a jet there in the upper left-hand corner, but that would be I believe the airport at Cleveland. So I know it says Ohio. I believe in the arcade game it does say Cleveland, actually. So go Cavs, go Indians. Very good seasons for both these past 2 seasons. How they beat those Warriors down 3-1 is beyond me. But it is March 1st, so Congrats to the Cavs for overcoming that 3-1 deficit, and I guess boo hiss to the Indians, who lost out after up 3-1 on the Cubbies. Enough of my nonsense. The next race is at Eastern Canada, aka Toronto. And we will cut through the shrubbery here and hopefully bring home another victory. I'll probably have to start stocking up on turbos soon, especially with the next tracks of Colorado and the Trade West Speed Bowl coming up, which I will talk to you about and discuss and let you know exactly what track that is. Although it should be obvious when you see it. And a pretty clean race, start to finish. 20 points again, that is 7 consecutive wins, 181 miles an hour. Boom. And on we go. Here's Colorado, race 8, 5 laps. We'll go ahead and stock up on turbos this time. I believe Colorado, this might be Denver or Pikes Peak. I don't believe it's Pikes Peak because I think Pikes Peak is an oval. So maybe it was a Denver street circuit? I'm not sure. I guess I should have done my research to have better found out that. Hopefully that little flub doesn't cost me too much. Had a little tangle with the man, and I've just continued to boot the hell out of this race, but hopefully I can overcome and stay after it. Catch Danny Sullivan, I might be able to do it. And we're going to bring it home. Top step, again, 8 wins from 8 races. 218 miles an hour, we were just It's nice to see that unsponsored red car in victory lane again, as always. Typically I don't always do well at this game. I believe I've had 1 perfect season, so now being at the Trade West Speed Bowl in what looks to be Dallas, which is actually the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in good old Indianapolis/Speedway, Indiana, of course. This is always going to be a bit of a tricky one, so we'll see if we can pull this off. We're gonna beef up the crew a little bit, put some turbos, and let's go. We'll try to go start to finish 200 points in this bad boy. Also, if you hit the guy in the back enough, he perhaps might crash out as well and get sparks flying from the rear. Maybe we will see eventually. Perhaps not in this race, but see if we can make this happen. Lap 9 of 12. This is actually a 12 lapper. Hence, lap 9 of 12. So, trying to bring this home. Got 2 to go. And we're going to do it. Wow, a perfect season. 9 out of 9. 200 points. You get double points for the last race. So that is 40 points. 180 miles an hour, 200 points, 166 mile an hour average, a championship for man versus game. I guess I find it kind of ironic that there's a Trev in this game as well, because my name is Trevor and I'm playing this game, so it's almost like Kismet and fate. Thus, back to reality and back to Vancouver, British Columbia, if you will. Get some turbos in here. Again, I always tend to beef up on the engine and the gas mileage, the MvG, in the beginning. It seems to help me. I have kind of, I don't want to say perfected the process, but this is my 41st run through of the game in 2017. Thus, I feel like I've got a pretty good handle on it, but as you can see, I was not told to pit there. But especially when you get to this level of equipment and this level of the game, you should really only need to pit on that first lap and then be set from then on in. But just be sure to use your turbos wisely, and it's getting a little dicey here. Just want to bring it home. Oh, and the first loss. And as you can see, car blew up in the front because of course I hit the wall and hit the wall multiple times. Danny Sullivan zigzagged around me, winning in the British Columbia, the Western Canada Grand Prix. Now back to New Jersey, the Meadowlands. Where are those Giants and Jets at, huh? Get some crew, get some turbos, and get after it. Ooh, I meant to pit there and hit a turbo too much, or too fast, if you will. Alright, we'll make up for that, though. Hopefully. Respect the process, nothing ventured, nothing gained. All the cliches. But just make sure you bring it home, huh? So, last lap, 5 of 5. Checkered flag for the red 5 of Nigel Mansell. Or the red unnumbered car of MvG, 207 miles an hour. This is a bit odd for me doing some commentary. I believe this is only maybe the 3rd or 4th video I've done commentary on. And typically, while I'm playing this game, I record the stats and write down my finishing position, the miles per hour, and the money earned after each race, which means usually me having a pen in my mouth and trying to balance that with a laptop on my leg, etc. Sounds great and sounds fantastic, doesn't it? The life of an MvG dork. Thus, on we go, and an awful start. Maybe I'll just need to shut my mouth and try to make this happen. Southern California is probably one of my worst tracks. I guess it's got all the turns and all of the Long Beach. Don't get me wrong, I would love to live in Southern California. It's just not always kind to me. I'm going to finish in 2nd here, so just going to take it easy, not going to burn up any turbos. I'm going to finish hella behind Mr. Sullivan. Which, I mean, you should be mindful, because in the event of a tie, the miles per hour average is the tiebreaker. So, even if you do get into a situation like that, you don't want to not always not use your turbos. You know, you want to catch up and make the best and most of every race, even if you don't win. I mean, why wouldn't you? But yeah, we're back in the D, and it hasn't been bad in the D this winter. Famous last words, maybe it's supposed to be in the 30s tomorrow. Again, when you watch this, it probably won't be March 1st of 2017 again, but Danny Sullivan right on my... For as well as that first season went, I am looking like a rank amateur in this 2nd season. Just awful, awful, awful. And I got lapped. Which doesn't typically happen. Still a second place finish. But that will cause me to burn continue. As I've lost 3 races now. It will ask you to continue after 3 losses, 6 losses, 9 losses. And then after your 12th loss, it will say game over and you will be punted from the game. So, should we continue? Of course. I mean, there was never any doubt. Come on. But, on to Illinois we go. Get to our turbos. I don't know why I got brakes there. Brakes are pretty pointless until Season 3 or what have you. But, let's get off of this 2-race schneid that we're on here. Get all these slow cars out of the way. I'd like to think that Illinois/Pocono is one of my better tracks. Hopefully it bears out. 2 to go. The races do go pretty quick. Nothing's going to take you over a minute in this game. So, and there we are. Finally back on the top step, winning 20 points, 215 miles an hour, setting a record in the process. Still 4 back of the Danny Sullivan, the namesake of this great game. Alright, back to Ohio. We'll beef up that crew a little bit and get some turbo. And hopefully the glitch doesn't I kind of want the glitch to happen just so I can properly diagnose, because I'm not entirely sure what causes it. But then again, that means I lose a race, and I don't like losing at all in anything ever, so I guess we'll see, huh? I eventually plan to do one of these without commentary going forward, just to try to max out my point totals and go from there. No glitch in this one. And a very nice victory, 29.9 seconds, so if you needed a bathroom break, you probably missed this race. Aw shucks for you. All knotted, but as you can see, Danny Sullivan 186 to 181 on the mile per hour average. Thus, he has me cornered thus far and beaten on the tiebreaker. So back to Toronto we go. Race 7, 5 more laps. Got some money to spend here. Get some turbos. Beef up that crew so that we're in and out of those pits. It'll be like F1 pit stops, you know, 2 seconds. Less than 2 seconds. Especially we do that first pit stop to kind of undercut. Oh. Alright, last lap. Let's go ahead and bring it on home. Another shortcut. Use that turbo to get through the shrubs. 34.4 seconds later, another victory that puts us in first in the race and in the championship fight here. 128 points to 124. I picked the guy with that hairstyle because I have that hairstyle. It's more brown, but it is spiked. Bald in the back, so man buns aplenty are requested and needed here in the good old Roseville. And back to Colorado we go. Get some more turbo. Sometimes the Danny Sullivan will not pit in this race, so we'll see. I tend to pit. If I think he's not going to pit, I might not, but we'll see, huh? Hoping he's going to pit, and he's going to. His pit board is out. We just need to drive our race and bring this home. Bring this bad boy on home. I like this track, whatever it is. Denver. Looks like a nice city street track. 248 miles an hour. That'll probably bump up to 255 when I have unlimited turbos going forward. Second place might get 255 miles per hour as well. That's what, excuse me, this game maxes out at. And back to the Trade West Speed Bowl, where we have taken the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and transplanted it into good old downtown Dallas, Texas. No complaints, huh? Gonna bring this home though. We're up 8 double points, which means first place only covers 8 points. So we will do our best and do terribly. Nice little scrap with Mr. Sullivan there. And see, we punted him. Car is in trouble. And we'll punt him out of his pit box. Hopefully that throws his pit schedule off as well. So let's see what we can do. He is having to make another unscheduled pit stop. And I go ahead and biff it and kind of give him a free one there. Alright. Gonna do our part and make it happen. Use my turbos effectively. 2 to go. Got some lap traffic blocking him off. He'll probably get around it. Last lap. I'm on a turbo. Oh! It sucks to lose like that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what happened there. I feel like that had me listed in 4th place, am I wrong? Well, okay then. yeah. 372 points, I'm not. Guess I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, but I'm very confused about that result there. We won the championship in round 2 there as well, but it had us listed in 4th place. I have no idea what's going on. Sorry about the flub there. On we go, I guess? On we go, I guess. Still just kind of mesmerized by that entire scenario. That's why I'm not saying much currently. We won the race and I didn't even take the shortcut because I'm just kind of not paying attention. $20 points. Another victory, huh? 31.1 seconds, 209 miles an hour. On we go, huh? Oh. That is not going to help my cause. Still was able to bring it home though. Whew. Burned up all those turbos, all the petrol. 212 miles an hour, 20 points. Back at the home state, Pure Michigan. Got to love the Wolverine state, huh? Let's go beat everyone on pit stop manipulation and hit the wall in the process. Ooh, last lap and we're making it dicey again, huh? Oh! Just ruined that and ran terribly and yeah. We should win this one by a lap then, huh? We wanted to show Danny up there, so we did go ahead and beat him by a lap. 230 miles an hour. A record, I'm not sure if I've done faster than that on my own, pre-taping or not. However, alright, back to Ohio. Let's see if the glitch rears its ugly head, huh? We'll see, huh? No glitch, and it should be a W, barring nonsense. Pretty clean race. Big win, big win, big win. Hopefully cruising to another title, up 16 with 3 to go, but you do have the double points, so out in front of Mr. Danny Sullivan. Back to Toronto. Burn rubber, huh? Let's burn rubber. Let's fall asleep while we're playing and not pit on the first lap like you normally do. Hello, dummy. Correct your mistakes, folks. Correct your mistakes. Get the eraser out and bring it home. A W at Toronto, aka E.Canada. Alright, now we've maxed out on everything except for turbos, so it should be good. I wouldn't be surprised if Danny Sullivan did not hit on this one. We're going to, though. See if we can catch up and make up for him potentially not pitting here. That he's not going to pit. So on we go, last lap, jitters. And way to clunk it away, hitting the wall too many times. Danny Sullivan, again, 255 miles an hour. Beast mode, didn't have to pit. We are going to win this championship, I think. Famous last words, but up 16 with 1 to go. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Trade West Speedball time. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oh, wanted to do that to him, instead he did that to me. We are putzing around the track. That's no good. Get back out in front of him. We did. Two to go. Can we make this happen? Nothing beats a failure but a try, folks. But when you're out of turbos, you're not going to catch them. Did actually finish second there, and there wasn't BS, so wasn't sure what happened that last time. However, another championship for MvG, another top step for MvG through 3 rounds. Oh, beat him by a hair there. Woo! 2 miles an hour. The pit stop shortcut brought that one home. Last lap, bring it on home. Sure, Mr. Sullivan, huh? We did. Pasted 222 miles an hour in the Meadowlands. Falling asleep here and I missed my pit. I was like to pit on that first lap. Just to maximize, but sometimes you just zonk out, huh? Bang. Alright, one and you do that. And you're screwed. Yeah, second place. Car all kinds of on fire, 213 miles an hour later, only to get smoked by Danny Sullivan. Oh, just can't keep the car clean lately, huh? Oh, it was bad driving there. I should have won that race. Just bad driving there. We're looking to embarrass everyone with this race. I think we're going to do just that. We're out of turbo. Last lap, though, we are up a lap on everyone. There it is. Easy victory. I'm not sure. I have not gone faster at the Illinois Pocono Circuit. 247 miles an hour. There we are, another victory, kind of clunky and wonky and what have you, but a victory nonetheless. Even flubbed it up and still won the race, huh? Yep! Bang! I believe we have the championship clinched, but always want to win at the Trade West Speed Bowl, huh? Oh, out of petrol there at the end, huh? But another championship, though. That's 4 championships in 4 seasons. By a hair again. Nursing my car back to the pits. Shit. Oof. Should have done better there, and didn't. And the game is over. 812 points. I've done better, I've done worse. Until next time, folks. This has been Trevor Riley for MvG Sports. Take care. Bye-bye.